St. Helena community. I'm Mary Lou Wilson, your superintendent.
And I'm Kate Scudero, the school nurse for the St. Helena Unified School District.
Thanks, Kate, for joining me today. We're coming to you today with a message about some testing kits that will be coming home with your children on Thursday, March 31st. These kits are intended for the students to use prior to returning from spring break. There are 2 tests in the kit, and Kate is going to walk you through how to use this test kit.
So we've all done a lot of different test kits, and this is just a little bit different than some of the ones that have come home in the past. And so I wanted to just do a quick run through to make sure it was really clear how to use this. The test kits look like this. This is probably backwards because of the camera. My apologies on that. And inside there is a tray with a test kit, a swab, and a little mixing tube. The swab is, as they have been every time, you swab the inside of your nose for about 15 seconds on one side and then 15 seconds on the other side. You just need to make sure that this little fuzzy soft part is all the way inside your nose. You go around about 5 times, 15 seconds one side, then to the other. With this kit, you insert, after you've put that into your nose and done all that fun stuff, you insert the swab into the tube. There's some liquid already in the tube. You swirl it around for about 10 to 15 seconds. You squeeze it just to make sure you get all the things you need to get out of that swab into the tube. And then it has a little dropper that comes with it. And you put this dropper right on top. And that helps you aim to get it into the little test kit tray. So the tray is in the packet. You have your tube full of wonderful fluids. On the top of, there's a little well here where you put the 3 drops of the liquid into the tray, and that will then develop and give you the result as to positive or negative. And obviously we're hoping for a negative here. So you dropper that in right into the well. You wait only 10 minutes with this test, so you get a little bit faster result. And you'll have your result, and you will know whether or not you need to be a little bit careful, quarantine or isolate, depending, and then, or just come back out to regular life if everything is negative.
And Kate, just as a reminder to everyone, there are 2 tests in the kit. And so the recommendation is Friday night before spring break it concludes, and then Sunday afternoon or Monday morning, the first day back to school, correct?
Prior to returning to school, correct.
Right. And as during the winter holiday, this is a recommendation. It's not required. They do not need to bring their tests into school to verify a negative test.
They do not. We would very much like to know about the positive test as soon as possible, so that we can continue to monitor what's going on in our district and to make other families aware. Obviously, if this test happens prior to returning to spring break, there's nothing that would need to happen other than your student would remain home until the 5 days after they've had the initial test. Then they can take, if it turns positive, then they can retest. We do need to see a negative test prior to them returning to school.
If they have been positive.
If they have been positive,
right.
Yes.
And Kate, we still have guidance. We still are in the middle of the pandemic. So what suggestions do you have for our parents with regards to understanding the protocols and for health and safety?
So we do have 2 pretty informative sheets of information on our website. One is the isolation and protocol, and that hasn't changed with the exception of that masks are now strongly recommended as opposed to mandated. That's really the only change in that guidance. There's also a frequently asked question document that we've prepared just to address some of the things that are not addressed in that first health and safety protocol. I would ask that if you have questions to review those 2 documents. They're in both English and Spanish on the website. And then obviously if there's any concerns or questions or confusion, that I'm available to take any phone calls.
Thanks, Kate. And we'll also link those documents to this video. So again, test kits are scheduled to go home with your children this Thursday, the 31st. If your child is not at school this week or is not here Thursday and or Friday, you can call your school office to arrange to pick up a test kit. We won't have additional test kits available next week. We have just what we need for our students only. And so please make sure that you get those test kits from your school site Thursday or Friday before spring break starts. Okay, anything else, Kate?
I think that's all. Just have a wonderful and safe spring break.
Yes, absolutely. Enjoy spring break, and know that following this week of spring break, we also have 2 days in April that your children will not be in school, April 15th and April 18th. So that's a 4-day weekend for all of you. All right, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to contact either of us or your site administrators. Take good care.